Hello, my name is Gloria and I'm a foreign student. I've been a foreign student since 2019. Throughout the time that I've been a foreign student, I've learned things that you can do to be less stressed about money and also like survive and not be like too hungry or too miserable in general. My first tip that I had to learn the hard way, it's to not get too much snacks when you go groceries when you go shopping for your groceries. Yes, when you are not really eating that much real food, obviously your body is still hungry, so if you get snacks, you will want to eat those snacks and you will get more snacks and snacks. So make sure that you get food that actually is nutritious and fulfilling, some veggies, some fruits. Even if that's just a small quantity, it makes a lot of difference, especially when you are really on a budget, to get things that are really going to nourish you. For example, the things that I get the most are oatmeal. I know maybe a lot of people don't like it. I add some sugar and some cinnamon for some flavor, and that can be your breakfast. Oatmeal, rice, lentils, beans. In the markets you can sometimes find it cheaper, or if you can't really afford meat, because honestly that's what I do. I don't get too much meat because that is sometimes expensive. You can get like some soy meats or something else, some other kind of protein. Now some tips I learned recently too, or alternatives for things to do on your weekends or on your free days. When you're just trying to save, you can go to the cinema, you can go to get a meal with your friends or something like that. So if you don't really have money to spend on entertainment, something that I've been taking notes of is you can go on Discord or on Twitch. On Twitch there's always people streaming, and you can have them in the background while you do your homework or whatever. In a way you feel less lonely because you're hearing someone talking. You can interact with the chat and stuff. On Discord you can connect with friends, you can watch movie at the same time, you can listen to music. Recently I've been doing that. I've been watching movies on the weekends with my friends. If you're really like a inside person, I understand that some people really need interaction in real life. And another thing, more social, something that I discovered recently, is to look for events on Facebook. Like literally just on Facebook, look for events that are nearby or in your city that you can go to. Obviously look for the events that are free, that you don't have to pay. You can do something different with your weekends. I think that's a good alternative and a good idea. Sometimes we can start to feel a little tired of being inside all weekend, so you can go out for walks. I know I've seen this like a lot, and I was like, oh my god, how can I go to walks if the weather is really sunny, it's really hot, or my neighborhood is not really that safe or something, depending your living situation. Even if it's just like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, you can just breathe fresh air. Always make sure to be safe. If you are going to listen to music, be aware of your surroundings, especially if you're living alone, as I said, even if it's not like a really aesthetic place. Also for transportation, if you can walk somewhere, you can save yourself the transportation money. Also you are moving your body a little bit. When you are a student, you tend to spend your time mostly sitting down or laying down. So yeah, that's something I recommend. In my experience, I feel better walking, because I don't have much opportunity to really exercise. Or if you don't really like to exercise, that's a good alternative. Another thing that I discovered when I recently started being a foreign student is to use Google Maps. I know this could be like really obvious for some people, but when I started I was like, oh, I don't know where this is, I'm not going because I don't know where it is, I don't know the transportation I have to take in order to get to this place. You can also Google the routes of your public transportation in case you take public transportation, because taxis are more expensive, especially if you live like in a big city. I think it will be easier to get results for the kind of information that you're looking for. If you don't find it, that's okay. You can ask your classmates or with a friend or with someone that knows the city or the place where you are living, ask and use Google Maps. And also about Google Maps, if I understand this, because when you are really on a budget, even getting like data on your phone can be expensive. So if you don't have data, you can just look for the direction before you go, and you can just say start on your phone before you disconnect from your Wi-Fi, and Google Maps will keep working, will know where to go even if you are not connected to internet. Another thing that I've learned recently is to have savings, to not get excited when you get money and then spend it all. You have to pay something for school, or you have an unexpected expense. Make sure to always have some kind of money saved that you don't touch unless it's an emergency. It's because I've been in the situation where I have to spend money on something, and then I don't even have money for food. Now, for some extra money options, I know that when you are a student, you don't really have much time to have a full-time job or even a part-time job, especially if your major is really demanding. So if you just need some extra money or want some extra money, who doesn't? You can sell some stuff on Facebook Marketplace that you don't really use anymore, whether that's clothes, electronics, decoration, furniture, whatever, or in other like platforms that are available in your country. But always make sure to meet in a public area, in a public space, in a place where there's a lot of people, not like, oh, come to my house. Also, the option of them coming to your house, I don't think that's really safe either. So just meet in a public space and just sell the stuff in there. So that's something I've done for emergencies, where you can do it even if you just need some extra money. And I think that's all of these tips that I have for now. I really hope this was useful for someone. I understand how it is to be a foreign student and not have much money, and sometimes feel stuck because you can't really spend much money on entertainment or to go out with friends or to get meals and stuff. Hold on to those temptations of getting snacks or getting food that are not really nutritious. Sometimes as a student, it's sometimes easier to get things that you can make quickly instead of preparing something, but that will make you save a lot of money. And yes, bye.